been high enough up the pecking order to see, and I have stepped out of the pecking order for long enough to be able to reflect quite deeply on it and to recognise that it's all a load of bull. The people that think they are something should not be there half the time.
Yeah. I've found, strangely, a lot of businesses I've worked for are averse to risk. They don't want to innovate. So therefore, you can't challenge that structure. So if you've got ideas, you're pushed back down into the mediocre because they won't implement it. They don't value it.
Anything that upsets the status quo, anything that pushes against the boundaries of comfort that have been put in place will be squashed.
Yeah.
We see this played out all the time. Now, I have worked in areas of quite significant risk, and I have worked with people and leaders who are willing to step into that risk environment because that's what we're paid to do. But I've also worked with leaders who ought to be willing to step into that risk environment and won't. And they won't because they're scared of that environment. They're scared of the fallout. They're scared of what might stick to them if it all goes wrong. But they're completely the wrong people to have in those environments. You need to be able to take risks. Many years ago now, I was with a particular group of people and we were having to do a river crossing. And it was January and it was in a very cold part of England up in the north. And I was being taught how to traverse this river by getting in and taking my Bergen off and etc, etc. And one of the directing staff there, we got down to the riverbed and he said, right, okay, lads, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to get across this river so that you can get out the other side. You don't leave any trace of where you've gone in, where you've got out, blah, blah, blah. And we went, flipping heck, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? We will show you how to do it because, health and safety and the risks and all the rest of it, we'll just show you how to do it. And so, of course, we're sat there going, oh, sweet. So this was around about lunchtime, I think it was, about lunchtime when he was showing us this. Later on that night, we're doing this movement all around the fields and doing what we were doing. And we come down to the riverbed. And so we sort of stop there and we look at the directing staff and he goes, well, go on then. We go, what? He says, go on then, off you go. What do you mean off we go? He goes, well, we showed you this afternoon. Now get in and crack on. It's midnight. It's freezing cold. It's -4. And you're telling us to get into this river and flipping go across. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. Well, what about health and safety? He said, yeah, don't worry about health and safety, mate. You've got to take some risks. And you're thinking, yeah, well, he's right. You train as you fight. And you have to be able to do these things. You have to be able to take risks. And you need leaders who are willing to take those risks. I was talking to somebody this weekend about a Mel Gibson film. I think it's called Once We Were Soldiers. I don't know if you've ever seen it. The philosophy behind this leader of these men is that his boots are the first onto the ground and his boots are the last off. He steps on before the men and he is the last man to leave wherever they go. That is what you need in leadership.